year 800, Imam Malik, one of Islam's greatest legal scholars, issued a ruling that seems bizarre today. This wasn't about property rights. This was about the trees' right to water. 1,200 years later, we're realizing trees have rights. Rivers have rights. Ecosystems have rights. And we've spent the last 2 centuries violating every single one. Let's get something clear from the start. This isn't a video about what Islam says you should do. This is about a 1,400-year-old ethical framework that might just save us, regardless of your religion or lack thereof. Because here's the truth. The climate crisis isn't just a technological problem. We have the technology: solar, wind, carbon capture. The crisis is spiritual. It's a crisis of values, of worldview, of what we believe humans are for. Technology answers the first question. Philosophy answers the second. Because here's the truth. The climate crisis isn't just a technological problem. We have the technology: solar, wind, carbon capture. And Islamic philosophy has one of the most robust environmental ethics in human history. Nobody's talking about it. The Islamic concept is called Khalifa. It's usually translated as steward or trustee, but that undersells it. You're not the owner of Earth. You're the caretaker. You didn't buy this house, you're renting it. And the landlord is watching. In Islamic cosmology, every generation receives Earth as a trust, an amana, from the previous generation to pass on to the next, improved, or at least unharmed. Western Enlightenment. Man is the master and possessor of nature. Descartes. Islamic ethics. Man is the Khalifa, accountable for every tree, every river, every creature. One framework says, nature is a resource to exploit. The other says, nature is a trust to protect. Wait, that's a Native American proverb, right? Nope. It's a paraphrase of a hadith from the 7th century. Same wisdom, different continents. Universal truth. In 1377, a Tunisian scholar named Ibn Khaldun wrote something that should chill you. Civilization and its well-being depend on productivity and people's efforts. When ruling dynasties pursue luxury and multiply their needs, their income no longer suffices. They impose new taxes. The subjects lose incentive to work. Civilization declines. The desert takes over. He was describing the collapse of North African civilizations. But read it again. Ibn Khaldun watched empires fall because they exhausted their resource base. He saw ecological collapse as the inevitable result of certain economic and ethical choices. And he wrote this 650 years ago. We think we're the first generation facing this. We're not. We're just the first generation with the power to make it irreversible. Okay, enough theory. Let's talk actual laws from medieval Islamic jurisprudence that sound like modern environmental policy. You literally could not privatize water. Nestle would be illegal under Sharia. Certain lands were designated Ihya, protected from grazing, hunting, or development. Why? Biodiversity, watershed protection, future generations. Sound familiar? It's a national park. From 800 AD, you could dedicate land, resources, or income streams to a purpose forever. Mosques, schools, but also public wells, forests, animal sanctuaries. Some Waqf trusts have been operating for 1,000 plus years. Imagine a corporation legally bound to protect a forest for a millennium. Modern factory farming violates every single one of these principles. And these rules are from the 8th century. I'm not saying go back to the 8th century. I'm saying they knew something we forgot. That ethics isn't just about humans. It's about everything we touch. But here's the hard part. You can know all this intellectually and still not care enough to change. Because caring about abstract future people, about species you'll never see, about rivers thousands of miles away, that's spiritually advanced. So Islamic philosophy offers a practice. It's called Tawsiya Daira, expanding the circle. Start with yourself, then your family, your community, your nation. But don't stop there. Expand to all humans, all creatures, all life, all of Earth, all of time. Try it right now. Breathe. Place your hand on your heart. Ask, who do I care about? Your loved ones appear in your mind. Now expand. Strangers in your city. People you'll never meet. People not yet born. Expand further. Animals, trees, rivers, soil, ecosystems. When you can feel, not just think, but feel your connection to all of this, that's when ethics becomes effortless. Because you don't harm what you love. Now let me say something that might piss you off. Individual action isn't enough. You can recycle, go vegan, buy electric, meditate on interconnection, and it's all good. Do it. But 100 corporations are responsible for 71% of global emissions. The system isn't designed for sustainability. It's designed for extraction and profit. Islamic ethics doesn't just say, be a good person. It says, change the system. These aren't individual virtues. They're structural changes. Spirituality without action is called spiritual bypassing. You meditate on interconnection, then do nothing when ecosystems collapse. That's not enlightenment, that's privilege. So where does this leave us? Facing the biggest crisis in human history, with ancient wisdom that might just matter. Here's what Islamic environmental ethics offers. 1. A cosmology where nature has inherent value, not just use value. 2. Legal frameworks proven to work across centuries. 3. Spiritual practices to expand your circle of care. 4. A mandate to act structurally, not just individually. And here's the beautiful paradox. You won't live to see the results. If we act now, aggressively, The planet might stabilize in 2100. You'll be dead. So why do it? Because you're the Khalifa, the trustee. Your job isn't to own. It's to pass on what you received, improved. The trees Imam Malik protected. People sat in their shade 200 years later. The walk forests, still standing 1,000 years later. The ethics, still relevant 1,400 years later. That's not Islamic, that's Greek. But it could be, because some truths transcend tradition. Your move.